Good morning. My name is Luis Martinez. My partner, Caterine Vargas. Analysis of the sources of commercial like in English. Precisely activity number 2.
Good night, teacher and classmate. Today we are going to talk about the sorts of language can be classified into material and source or formal source. The material source does not come out about natural and social phenomena that give rise to the legal norm and determinate to the content of the sign. The formal sources are the written texts in which the legal norms are expressions of social life, such as the political constitution of each country that this Gibbons book allows. The civil code that is the main source of rule on commerce in the must be understood, including international treaties, and the commercial code that will be applied at the commercial level has common and supplementary legislation, so it is the second most important norm in commercial law. That also in the civil code there is a very important section that is called is the legal custom. The legal custom has to do with those cases in which the law does indicate anything to the what we also call the silence of the law. The requirements that the custom must meet that vary execute in the country and that are repeated over a long period of time. Good night, teacher and classmates. Today we are going to talk about the source of language can be classified into material source of formal source. The material source does not count or about natural and social phenomena that give rise of legal norms and that determine in the content of the same. The formal sources are written texts in which legal forms are expressions of social life, such as the political constitution of each country that is Gibbons Book of Life. The civil code that is the main source of rules on commerce in the must be understood, including international treaties, and the commercial code that will be applied at the commercial level as common and supplementary legislation. So is the second most important norm in the commercial law. That also the civil code there is a very important section that is called legal custom. The legal custom has to do with those cases in which the legal does not indicate anything to what we also call the silence of the in the law. The requirements that the custom must meet to be able to be applied that are uniform public facts that are executed in the country and they are repeated for a long period of time. Now, some examples of the deed source. Example of the commercial custom. In Bogota, D.C., it's a commercial custom that hotels require the guest at the time of registration at the hotel a voucher of proof of credit card to the ensure payment of constant observance. Example of the payment norm. The one that pitches they extend to all individuals. Example of a dispositive rule. The right for a person to claim compensation because the neighbor flooded this house. Example of the supplementary rule. For the purchase of a household item, a payment on delivery is agreed, but the net agreement is a change in the day decided to the pay in installment. Example of the formal source. The political constitution of Colombia as a north of the north.
Question number 2. Example of der over source der card of in commercial code or any leer indicar the rule it article. Custom secundum lemen. Der regulate a matter that as being the subject of a law but expanded or very it peculiar interpretation. It is the custom there be express consideration of legal referral acquires de force. Example, parentes have una obligación o ensure de plican a mental of a children y no drive intoxicado. PTA ley. Refer of what is not regulated by law and the offer is not considered illegal. Example, prohibición being de minor parente of alcoholic beverage of tobacco. Contra lege. Regulate a matter in different way for how it appear. Regulate in laws is therefore not applicable in most of the states. Example, not paying tacit tax correspond, not at individual. Participating or organizing the fees. En Colombia, are like second lege y beater lege. En Colombia, no are like contra lege.